Hello again and welcome to my channel. I'm Fraser from Metalworking in France. A little project I have on here, as you can see, I've set it up on the milling machine. It's a crankcase off Harley Davidson. One of the bearing shells on it, the bearing orifices, has worn very badly. I believe that the bearing on the inside possibly seized or became worn very badly, and the whole thing went kind of egg-shaped. So the whole thing was completely gone. The top casing, on the outer casing, the bearing housing is fine. There's no wear on it whatsoever. So I can use that as a datum to set up, and I'll clock into the diameter, and then I can remove that outer casing and then bore the inside out to take a bigger bearing. So follow me as we see this job through. Should be quite interesting actually, because I've got to bore in to a certain depth but leave a shoulder in the bottom for the bearing to actually sit down into it. So I'll have to be a bit careful with the depth of the boring head on the milling machine. So that should be quite a good one. In the meantime, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, and when the video is finished, or when you've finished watching it, hopefully you will have enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, ding the little bell up in the corner, and look out for more videos in the future, because the little bell, if you subscribe to that, it will tell you of any videos I'm making in the future. Alright, so let's get on and do this job. It's pretty chilly again this morning. We've obviously hit into winter now, so I'm going to have to light the fire, little log burner down in the corner there, get me nice and cozy in here, and then I can get this job done. As you can see, I now have this bore set up. Believe it or not, it's a bit difficult to show on the camera, but obviously if I spin this round in this bore, I'm getting 0 reading on the dial gauge. So I've set it up onto this bearing here because I'm told this one is, well, you can see it's actually not worn. So now I'll just remove these screws again, take this top plate off, and then I can start boring on the inside. Right, I'm just going to remove these screws. Just remove these 2 screws from here. Then this top bearing, or outer bearing, can now be removed. It's sitting on dowels here and here, so it'll go back on in exactly the right place before anyway. So now I can mount the boring head into the chuck to start boring down in this bearing cavity. As you can see, I'm now boring out this cavity. I've set the depth to 12.5 millimeter, which is the thickness of the bearing. You've got to have a shoulder in the base of the hole. So you can see I've put some glue on this so I can see where it's cutting. Make sure it's going to cut the whole thing out. Make sure everything is nice and through. And it seems to be cutting quite nicely actually. It's only aluminium anyway, so it's very easy to machine. It's almost down to depth now. As you can see, nearly all the blue has gone. When it gets down to the bottom, the automatic feed will just trip out. So you'll hear it go click. It's got about another 2 millimeters to go, and then it'll kick out. It's almost there now. There you go, that was the click. Now take the head up, And then I can measure this now, just to see how much more has got to come out. It's very difficult trying to get the bore gauges inside this cavity, so we can see. Oh, I think I need a bigger bore gauge. As you can see, it's quite difficult trying to get the bore gauge inside this cavity here. Not a lot of room in here, so but it's not too bad. I'll just tighten this up, and then I can take that out and measure it with the micrometer. Yep, there's a little bit more still to come out. Quite a bit, in actual fact. I've got over 1 millimeter to come out yet. So yeah. So now I'm just taking the final cut. It's only about, well, in old money it's about 5/1000 of an inch, but it's about 0.015 of a millimeter. So very, very slight, so not too bad. It's cutting out quite nicely. Put coolant on it, or a cutting agent on it, just so that I can make sure that we clean it up quite nicely. There you go, that's clicked out. I'll just take it out and then run it down again, so that you can just make sure that everything's clean. I'll blow it, put an airline on it, just to clean the hole, and then we'll just take it down again. Just to make sure that's the final cut, and it can just finish it off. Make sure we've taken everything out that we needed to. Not taking very much on this cut, but I didn't expect it to, really, because I haven't actually put any more cut on the boring head itself, but it's just to make sure there's no spring in the tool itself and it's pushing away. So it's just cleaning up, and yeah, just rubbing a little bit. It's rubbing it rather than cutting it, really. Yeah, that's not too bad. Well, there we are. That's the unit completed. Not too bad at all. I'll just pan out a little bit so you can see the whole unit. There we are. Quite a big piece to be mounted on the milling machine. But it's not too bad. I've put some cardboard underneath the packer so I don't damage this casing at all. So that's fine. It's worked out quite good in the end. Not too bad, really. I'll just pan back in again so you can, or zoom back in rather, so you can see what I've done. So there's the bearing hole, or the housing for the bearing. The one next to it, this one, this is fine. There's not a problem with that one. But that's good. Okay, that's the job finished now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Look out for more videos in the future. There's the job still on the milling machine at the moment. I'm just going to go and unclamp it now, and then I'll telephone the client to tell him that his crankcase is done. It's all finished and ready for him to collect. So anyway, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, and obviously give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. It's quite informative, bit different anyway. So, and don't forget to ring the little bell. That will remind you of any videos I'm making in the future and anything I'm publishing later. So anyway, in the meantime, hope you have a very happy New Year. This is the time between Christmas and New Year. It's pretty chilly outside, even though the sun is shining. I've got my little log burner, well, multi-fuel burning in the background here. It's warmed the workshop up quite reasonable. I've still got a body warmer on, but apart from that, I'm fairly cozy. So I've had a cup of tea as well, so that's been quite fulfilling. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and until the next time, I'll bid you farewell. Goodbye.